and they were talking about basically financial infidelity. I thought that this would be a good subject to broach.
Revealing to her husband she never had an emergency savings account after she told him she did. Her husband thought, thank goodness we have that money you saved in your account. And now the woman is crying. Ocho, if the money was never there, is this grounds to end the relationship?
Well, yes, it's grounds to end the relationship because obviously I'm assuming he must have been giving her money, right, to put away into the savings account. So where's the money going? Obviously, she's using the money for something. And if they live together and that's the wife and he doesn't see her buying anything, the money got to be going somewhere. So not only is it grounds for whatever he needs and sees fit in doing after there is no savings account.
Behold, a Boost Mobile Unlimited plan at a price that never goes up.
Niggas ain't got premium.
Oh, this is the that one. Let me switch it.
Hello, it's your favorite sports.
Needs and sees fit in doing after there is no savings account, something ain't right. And you know what else you got to be careful too on? Most of the time, women have a savings account or a private account, and they continue to save up and save up and save up and save up as an exit strategy as well.
Yeah. I think I read a study the other day, Ocho, that the divorce is that 70% of the divorce.
We'll continue to mind this out. What, a woman having a savings account?
No, Shannon Sharpe put that lip balm on like that. So.
Oh no, but I do think that that's a good starting point for this conversation. Ladies, y'all don't have to admit it because I know that y'all y'all on the live stream. Look at Molly. I can already know her answer. Don't worry about it. Ladies, is it common? I'm gonna ask a general question. Is it common for a woman to have their own separate secret stash just in case? I'm gonna start with Molly this time.
I plead the fifth.
Well, no,
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Speak to it from the lens of just the women in general versus from a personal perspective.
Is there a such thing as financial infidelity?
Nope. The first question is it common for most women to have a secret stash of money that they've been saving or stacking away just in case?
If she's smart, yes. She has some money put away for whatever happens. Like anything could happen. Men die. They don't have life insurance sometime. He could throw you out. So many scenarios can happen. So if she's smart, she's going to have something put up somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to come to you last, Carrie. Mika, what are your thoughts on women that usually, most women, do they have a secret stash or not, and why?
I think women who probably think their man isn't good at finances. But I don't think you need I would say no, because I don't think you need an extra account if you have like trust, not like trust, like I trust you, meaning like a trust. Mm-hmm. Meaning if you have a trust, meaning if you have life insurances and you're on the benefits, all of his benefits, you don't need it. Because even if he goes, you still connected to it.
Carrie, what are your thoughts? Do you think that most women have a secret stash spot or a secret account just in case anything happens?
Well, do I think they have it, or do I think they should have it?
Do you think that most women have it, and do you think that most women should have it?
I think a lot of women probably do. I think that I probably agree a little bit more with what Mika was saying. I think you should have your own account for to have some of your own money, but I don't necessarily think it needs to be secret. Mm-hmm. I think that the man, he can know about it, but I think if things are going well enough, it doesn't mean you have to be having a lot of money, but I don't think he should be clocking it anyway. So
what does that mean?
Like, I don't think that the amount of money that you would be stashing would be taken away from whatever y'all have, whatever y'all have in terms of the collective, to the point where it's building up so secretively and it's such this big amount of money that's on the side that he doesn't know about, for him to really need to be checking for what you have in that account. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it should be that big of a deal. So I don't know. I think that if you're worried about how he's spending, I can understand that, but I don't know. I don't think it should be a secret account.
Okay.
I think it could be yours, just not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
But I have heard that, and that was one of the things when Wendy Williams was on the radio way back when, she used to say, like, girls, you need to have an effing fund on the side. Every now and again, I was like, should I have an effing fund? And then I was like, nah, just have my own account.
I don't think women need an effing fund, because if you are now, maybe, I don't know, maybe women that aren't married might need it. I don't know how that works. But at the end of the day, if you're attached to everything, where is it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I don't know how you would build it up, especially how he said, to the point where the man is now coming back like, hey, all that money you were saving, where is it at? Like, how would you stash so much that he doesn't know about anyway? Like, where is that money coming from?
I don't give my man his change back.
Nobody ever do that. I ain't even lie.
Yeah, but even that, like, that's not gonna build up. I mean, it could over time, of course, but I don't know. How would it get to the point where it's that significant, unless I'm just not to that point yet?
Anton, and hold on real quick. Did you say that the guy got mad because he was trying to figure out if she still had the money, or he thought the money was going to be like a safety net?
Well, basically what Chad, Ocho, Cinco, and Shannon Sharpe was just saying was she was supposed to have some secrets, a savings account or a separate account or whatever, I guess, that they stashed. And I can replay it again just to make sure that we get the full context. Yeah, matter of fact, let me just play it and let me just let them frame it. So this is Shannon Sharpe talking about it.
So check this out. A woman is crying after revealing to her husband she never had an emergency savings account after she told him she did. Her husband thought, thank goodness, we have that money you saved in your account. And now the woman is crying. Ocho, if the money was never there, is this grounds to end the relationship?
Well, yes, it's grounds to end the relationship, because.
So there you go.
Okay. But why would he ultimately lean on that money? I mean, I understand that she shouldn't have lied about it.
That's why it's a secret. He might need to lean on some money. I don't got it.
But how is it
I'm just kidding.
if he knows about it?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that he wasn't dependent on it, but life happens. You know what I'm saying? You lose a job, you can get laid off, you can have a medical emergency, you could, anything could happen. And I'm assuming that maybe he was thinking that, hey, I gave you this money to stash and you didn't stash it, and now that we need it, we asked out. And so the question then becomes for them, is that grounds for leaving a relationship if a woman was negligent financially when you told her to do something like stash the money and it's not there?
Okay, so now that now that makes sense, because I'm just like, I don't get it. Okay, now if he told her to do that and she didn't do it, then yeah, because now she
was
That's
instructed.
different.
But
She was
did you
instructed
take
to stash the money.
Did you take it like that? It sounded like it didn't sound like he
Let me
gave her
replay
money.
it. Let me replay it.
It didn't sound like that though, but
Let me replay it.
was missing context or something.
Let me replay it, and then y'all tell me how y'all interpret it. That's how I interpreted it. Y'all tell me how y'all interpret it. I'm gonna replay it one more time.
A woman is crying after revealing to her husband she never had an emergency savings account after she told him she did. Her husband thought, thank goodness, we have that money you saved in your account. And now the woman is crying. Ocho, If the money was never there, is this grounds to end the relationship?
Yes, it's grounds.
So y'all took it differently than I took it?
Yeah, I took it like she said, like she had money that she saved in a savings account, and now she's saying I don't have the money. I didn't take it like he gave her money to put away, and now it's like, where'd the money go?
Well,
Yeah,
let me
it's
tell you why I
missing.
took it. Let me tell you why I took it that way, because they're in a relationship. So in most instances, based off of the way that they framing it, in most instances, the guy pays the majority of the bills. And then the woman's money is usually for, whatever it is that she want to do, especially if both of them are working. The woman's money is usually for whatever it is that she wanted to do. And then maybe, stashing some money away. You know what I'm saying? Just in case anything was to ever happen. So the way that I took it was he carries the majority of the load, and then she's supposed to be stashing his money. And then maybe she didn't assume that anything was to ever happen because it always just went standard, status quo. But when he really needed it for whatever they really needed it for, it wasn't there because she was negligent or irresponsible with whatever it was that she was supposed to be stashing. That's the way that I took it.
Well,
go ahead, Mika.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, well, then it kind of sounds like, I still think that I still think that this is my opinion, that the man should have a plan on that. I don't know any women, not too many, that are good at finances. So whatever money that I would have been giving her, I would have been skimming some off the top and just saving it myself as a man. Because if I'm paying all the bills, I just don't see the woman being.
Let me tell you why I disagree with that. I'm going to tell you why I disagree with that. Rita kind of had that same mentality earlier in our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I forced her out of it, and I was adamant about her getting out of that, is because my sentiment was always, well, what if something ever happens to me? Well, you could say, okay, well, we got money, you got a nest egg, you got money put up or whatever. But how do I know you're going to be able to manage it well enough for it to last you for the rest of your life? Your inability to look at finances and manage them correctly, it puts you at a disadvantage. It makes me apprehensive as a man of what I'm doing to prepare you for, because if I don't give you this money and you don't understand how money works. That's why I believe in integrating her. See, I'm not transparent just because Rita, for example, would prefer not to give a fuck. She don't want to know about none of this. She don't care none. She just want to do what she want to do. I forced her to get involved with the money and the finances, to understand, okay, this is what it, and this is the honest to God truth on my father's grave. Mm-hmm. I would go through scenarios maybe once a year or twice a year where I would say, hey, okay, so listen, this is where this is, this is where this is. What would you do? And it would just be a fun conversation. What would you do if anything happened to me? How would you handle that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know. And I need to know, for my comfort, for my security as a man, that you know what you're doing once you get to a point to where, or if anything, God forbid, was ever happened to me, I need you to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to understand how finances work, not because I need you to do it for me or I need you to do it for us, but I need you to be prepared if anything was to ever happen, because we still got to take care of this daughter. You still got to make sure you're good for the rest of your life, and you still got to be a responsible adult if I'm not in the picture, because I don't want you depending on nobody else in order for you to be okay. So that's why I always forced her to understand and get involved with what goes on inside of a relationship.
Right, but you see how you said you still had to. Where from their scenario, they're saying that this is just the woman did this. And I'm just saying, naturally, there's not that many. There are some, but by and large, there's not that many women that are financially on it like that, and especially if they don't work.
Yeah. So I don't know,
So if they're not doing what you're doing, right, then That's not justifying.
I mean, I feel you. I don't think it's a wrong
It's-
answer. It's just interesting.
That's just knowing women. Like a lot of men aren't very organized.
Yeah.
Like everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Like if you know it, you know it.
But in that scenario, do we know where the money actually came from? Because it sounded like it went from her emergency fund to we.
Yeah, it's a lot of holes in it,
Yeah.
Molly, because they just kind of kept it general.
Like you don't have a car to sell,
Yeah.
something else.
Well, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that it's a such thing as
Well,
financial infidelity?
no.
Well, before the women answer, let me get Slimmy and Q Diddy's take. I'm gonna get Slimmy first because I know Slimmy was a pimp in his past life. Slimmy, is there a such thing as financial infidelity?
Who?
I guess it is. I mean,
Is there such thing cheating financially?
why are you? I don't understand why you have a secret stash. That's kind of weird.
See, Slimmy didn't like the fact that y'all got a secret stash. We got to deal with that. Men think differently.
Why you got a secret stash,
Molly? Why you got a secret? Why would a woman have a secret stash, Molly? Molly says women ain't trying to get through out with nothing.
I just think it's smarter to have just something of your own that's not attached to somebody else. For whatever reason, I could still have all of his stuff, but I still need for my own security and peace of mind.
But when you say your own, right?
Whoa.
Is it still coming from him? So like
The money?
How you get this money?
Yeah.
The OnlyFans?
Sometimes. I mean, but he doesn't he doesn't really care. He doesn't care.
So that's what I'm saying. Either way, it's still coming from him. That's why I said it doesn't need to be a secret, right? Because if I'm attached to him, you get the money anyway.
But it sounds like if he doesn't care,
Yeah,
then
but he's
it's
not
not
gonna know
secret.
how much is in there. If he knows about it, I'm not gonna be all like giving you the details. I'm just being honest. I'm just
Fuck?
being honest.
I don't know. I just don't.
I'm sure it's things that I
It's
don't know that he has going
it's not a
on
right or
as far
wrong.
as his finances.
I just
So
don't think it.
Wait.
It's not right or wrong. I just don't think there's a need when you're, married to.
yeah, I'm always.
Because if he
But
leaves,
I had my own thing
he
going on
gets-
before we got together, so it's just something that he's not gonna. He can't
Let me
change certain things.
reverse this for a second. All right, let's add some context to it because I see that this is going to be a little bit different. Fellas, do y'all think that it's important for y'all to have a secret stash?
A man should always have a secret stash, especially if I'm paying all the bills. That secret stash ain't just gonna be money though either. It's gonna be a couple women. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It might be a
Look at Carrie's face.
a secret
See,
So when he
stash
says
yeah.
that
when he
got
says stuff
access
like
to.
that, I'm so confused about what's the principal thing here? He throws me off when he says stuff like that. It's confusing.
No,
It's more times than not, it's probably a portent that comedic relief, maybe.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing. The thing is, I'm really just I'm combating what Molly said. That's all it is. Because she's talking about she got a secret stash. She got this extra money. What I'm saying is, so okay, you want to play that game? You want to have a secret stash? You can have a secret stash too. I'm just saying though, like if
Okay,
I don't
so
understand this secret stuff. Like if we talking about a real relationship, I ain't gonna even go as far as marriage. Because in a marriage, there should be absolutely zero secrets, none, zero, none, not one. But if we talking about a relationship and we really trying to build somewhere and we really trying to go somewhere, well, damn, what the fuck you got all this secret shit going on for? I'm really lost on that. Like, and this ain't really me talking to Molly. I'm just saying in general, like, don't do that. Who hurt you shit? Fuck. I'm trying to find out some real shit. Like, how am I hurt? That shit weird.
I guess I come from like the like the old school. The women, even if they marry, they still gonna have some money in a coffee can or something put away.
Yeah, but who's taking it? You know, I'm not saying that I don't
I
agree
might
with
want to
you
go on a
having
trip. I might want to do
the
something I don't
passion.
even know I got extra money for.
But why would he get mad that you have extra money? What's wrong with you having
No, he
extra
doesn't get
money?
mad, but sometimes he might ask, like, "How'd you get this? Where'd you get it from?"
I'd have been like you. I say,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I see. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's coming from him and he wouldn't care about it, then is it really a secret? Like I think of a secret stash as I'm going and I'm like making some money on the side some way, or I'm getting money, like I'm getting money somewhere else. I'm stashing it. You know nothing about it. It sounds like if you take from what he's giving you, you keep the change or whatever. You're like skimming off of what he's giving you, and for him, like I don't care about it. I already gave you the money. So if you choose to keep $5 from the 10 and it builds up to 100, good for you. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's a little different than, yo, I got this whole stash over here that you don't even know about, a whole flow of income happening so that I'm good
that's
just in
why I said,
case
why is
one
it
day. I
No,
think
because
that's
I don't
different.
need for something to happen and you get mad because it ain't there because I spent it. So it's not there. It doesn't exist.
Let me throw Quentin in here.
no,
Quentin,
that's funny.
what do you think about this whole thing, bro?
I don't think anyone should have any secret anything. I think transparency is probably what you should be in a marriage. I would probably have an account. You can't touch it. You're gonna know about it, but you can't touch it. It ain't gonna be secret. Because if we get a divorce, ain't nothing secret. They gonna find it. So it's like you hiding for.
But I feel like sometimes, and I'm not saying this is me, but you have men that will withhold funds and then what? Like if you're dependent on him, you have nothing else outside of him, and
What?
he gets upset,
I feel
and you
like there's
then what?
there's like a card. There's like a credit card, and you get to spend on the credit card, not pay off the credit card. So I
No,
know
but that's
exactly
like a
what the
paper
fuck you're
trail.
doing.
Who wants to be?
The
Talk to
nigga
him.
who's
You're
paying the
not
bills, nigga, what you mean?
Oh
you're
wait,
not gonna be
see,
tracking what I'm
no.
doing.
Do y'all hear this shit? That's a
Molly's a
paper
demon,
trail.
fucking demon, nigga.
This
You
is
been
insane.
Do y'all want to know the truth, or do y'all want to act like what she's saying is not something that women do all the
It's
time?
the truth. It's the truth. Shit.
Y'all want to know the
Goddamn,
truth or
Molly.
no?
Oh, I know the truth. And
What's the truth?
women cannot be trusted.
No, the truth is,
Look at
Cannot be trusted.
Carrie.
the truth is,
Cannot be
money
trusted.
regardless.
What's the
Hey,
truth,
Mika?
Mika?
The truth is, you're gonna have the money regardless, which is the reason why I don't even think you need to sneak, scam, skim. If we're married, I have the money regardless.
Exactly. So I don't
I'm
see nothing
happy
wrong with
regardless.
taking an extra something and putting it away. Sometimes he'll have so much money in his wallet. I know he's not counting it, so he doesn't. Who cares?
You pickpocketed.
I'm
He
about to
does,
say you a
but
low
he
key
has an idea. He
I
doesn't
think that's
care. Like he really does.
Wait, what?
I might need to get something, and he doesn't know. He doesn't care.
so let me
And
come
he's
on.
not hiding his wallet. So
So we taking the wives back after they disrespected.
You pickpocket you.
Oh, they pickpocketed us. What is not allowed?
a few 50s
Please.
isn't gonna. If you have a stack of money, how are you? Are you really gonna notice? Are you
Oh,
really
I'm gonna
counting it
know
like that?
every fucking dollar. I'm gonna know every fucking dollar.
You can't have. Hold on. Now you can't
Hell,
have these conversations with Salemi.
we can't do that.
Last time, Salemi is like,
We can't do that. No. I'm selfish because I'm not frugal.
I was just getting ready to say, you know,
I'm very, very much not frugal. So I got to watch what the fuck is going on. And that
you're
extra
not frugal because it's just you.
maybe so. Maybe so. Nah, but I ain't see. a little couple dollars off the wallet.
And then you don't require.
No, love is the word. I'm not cheap. That's dead. You would never call me cheap. That ain't it. I'm just not spending on every woman. That's not my MO. That's whack. Can't do it.
Oh, buddy.
Make it out the check.
But I mean, if somebody's counting on it.
No, but that
was the problem.
one thing I will
he was
say.
counting on her in that scenario to
he
have.
shouldn't have did that.
But
exactly.
That's that question.
But I think
that's an L.
But what does that
problem.
even mean that he's counting on her? Like, how much did he expect the savings? Like, what if
That's
she had what if she had like $200? Like, nigga, I got a savings, but nigga, type shit.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing. So
if
is he telling her how much? I mean, is she telling him how much she's saving? Because just to say that she has a savings and it's no requirement on it, you're exactly right. It could be $200. That's why I said, what's the context?
Yeah, I think that she just straight up lied about having it, period. He was under the assumption that it was something because of how she probably made it sound. And he was like, you got that money you've been talking about all that time. I don't even think that they were probably married. And if they are, they probably are young or something. Like, it doesn't sound like they were, like he knew anything about the amount or anything like that. It didn't sound like
you're a liar. And
she probably was trying to put it in his face, like, I got an emergency savings fund. You need to get one. and he was probably like, well, I'm glad we got yours, so let's use it.
He stored it like a dummy. I wouldn't have depended on that near nothing.
I have a bunch of accounts all over the place, to be honest with you.
What's that?
And it's not that they hidden, it's just that she don't look for them. To be honest with you.
She don't need.
And I do, but I mean, I got all kind of accounts. I have a brokerage account that I have for my daughter. It's got me and my daughter's name on it. I got a brokerage account for my mother. I got a brokerage account for her mother. I have a brokerage account for me and her. I have, and those are all separate brokerage accounts that's managed differently, but all of those are separate. I have, obviously the multiple business accounts. I got one personal checking account. My daughter has a personal checking account that she manages that I can oversee. And then Rita has her own accounts. And so I transfer money in there once a month. I'll send her a stash, and that's for her to be able to do whatever it is that she want to do. And the reason that I do that is because I think that giving a woman freedom financially, especially if she's dependent on you, and allowing for her to have, because obviously, she got access to the cards and all of that stuff or whatever, and she can buy whatever she want to buy. And I can log into the account and see if I really wanted to, I can log into the account and see what she has going on. But I think that when you give a woman a level of financial freedom, for her to kind of manage and do her own thing, even though she has access to buy what she want to buy, I think that kind of makes for a better relationship personally. That's just my experience.
Yeah, because she doesn't have, the freer a woman can be without having to feel like they have to step into a masculine role, and this is feminine women, then you don't have to worry about, you really don't have to worry about her not being very submissive.
Yeah, I really honestly, I don't care about money like that. And I will also tell you that Rita regularly goes through my pockets. She can smell money.
I feel like the only time that's the thing is if y'all are struggling, if the dude got in, the money just there, I just think that it's not a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you're struggling, then you need some.
I'm not the type of, I don't want to go through, and I'm not the type of person that, because we'll do once every 2 weeks now. It's not even once a week, but once every 2 weeks, we'll go out to breakfast and we'll sit down and we'll talk about everything business related, right? What projects we got going up or whatever. But I'm not so much of a stickler to where I want to know where every dollar is. And I'm not that type of guy. I'm not the type of guy to be sitting there. What did you do with the money this week? I'm not on that shit.
Yeah,
so I'm just not a stickler like that. I want everybody to have fun. Go and do what you want to do. Life is good. Let's have a good time and figure it out.
Felt like my last relationship with girl I live, I felt bad. Like I'm like in the bikes and I'm buying bikes and having parts sent to the house. And then when we broke up and we was moving out, I found all these letters and she was getting loans with 400% interest for 36 months. I was like, nigga, you could have just asked me for the money. Shit.
No, that's crazy.
I said, I didn't even know you could pay 400% on a fucking loan. I was like, shit.
I also encourage her to have a stash. Like she got a, you know what I'm saying, a separate account that she.
I feel like stash like insinuates like it's like secret and
yeah,
like,
but you just encouraged
it has
it.
a negative connotation to it.
No, when I say stash, it's just okay. So it's like a mindset, right? The money is all being managed in brokerage accounts and stuff like that anyway. But let's just say, for example, because I don't have a savings account, but she does. And so let's say, for example, you know, I give her a stack or whatever that I give her on a monthly basis, you know, just for her to be able to do it because she worked for me or whatever, right? And so I pay her. And then I say, hey, you need to stash some of that away because, and I think a lot of women's mind, they spend what they get their hands on. You know what I'm saying? If they see it, that's what the budget is for them to spend that month. Whereas it's like, nah, listen, if you want something bigger, I don't want you to always have to come to me for it. Save, stack, be responsible. So it kind of teaches financial responsibility in my mind. It teaches financial responsibility because I've always believed that if you are faithful in little, you'll be ruler over much. So I can trust you to handle bigger budgets if I know that you're able to more effectively handle the money and manage the money that you get on a regular basis. You see what I'm saying? I don't care about that little bit of money. That shit don't mean nothing to me. But if I know that you're managing your money on a regular basis, it's the same thing with my daughter, right? I tell my daughter, hey, and I teach her this, put up 25% of every single thing that you get. Every single thing that you get, put up 25%. So she'll stack it, and then once a month, she'll send me a transfer, and she'll say, Dad, this is what I saved from her allowance or whatever it is that she get. And then I wire that into her brokerage account. But it teaches, so she sets a separate stash away, but it teaches her financial responsibility and literacy, whereas she's just not going off and saying, okay, Dad gave me all of this money. This is what I'm going to spend. No, they're very, very careful because now they're able to pay attention and say, okay, well, this is supposed to last me this long. This is supposed to last me this long. You know what? I'm getting a little crazy with my spending this month. I need to calm down a little bit because, you know, you can start to pay attention to that. But if you don't have we got to start empowering each other because I think that in a lot of ways we try to control people with money instead of empowering each other with financial resources. Mm-hmm. And so if we start empowering each other and teaching each other, then I think that you become much more powerful than if I am the only one that's saying, no, don't do this. No, don't do that. This is the only. I don't want to be a whipping boss. I want to be a person that, you know what I'm saying? When they go out and they buy me a gift or they buy me a birthday gift or they want to buy me something that's really nice, I don't want to have to see it on my statement. I want them to be able to do what they want to do when they buy me something, right? If they want to go and take their mother out and do something, whatever, go and do that shit. I don't want to control you. I want to unleash you. So we have to start, in my opinion, this is just, I don't think it's, you know, everybody got to do what's right for their relationship. I'm taking my carry approach. In my household, I believe in empowering people. I don't believe in holding them down. Mm-hmm. So it's funny because even my daughter, a lot of times, she bought me a Burberry hoodie for Christmas, and she was like, Dad, I got that out of my money. Like I actually took my money and did that. You know what I'm saying? So
I must have thought Leslie was broke. I was like, oh, Leslie couldn't afford it. I can too. I'm going to go buy me a hoodie. I was like, I ain't got no free shipping on it. Let me go ahead and hit that affirm pay. I
So it's
said,
cool, though. It's
hell
cool.
no, nigga. I don't like paying $65 for a hoodie. I ain't paying $9.90.
Yeah. So I'm cool with stashes and all of that stuff. I don't care nothing about that. That junk ain't gonna affect me.
Right, but it's not secret. That's what I'm saying though. If the man is doing what he's supposed to be doing, I don't see why it's a reason. Like I can tell you, I got a stash.
Yeah. So, and trust me, dog, if she gonna do something, if she gonna cheat, nigga, it ain't nothing that you gonna do to stop it from a financial perspective.
How do you cheat financially? Like, how does that work? Like, what?
I think that some people feel like
I think
if
cheating
they
financially on a man would be me bankrolling another chick outside
Did he
my
just cut
relationship.
you
That's
off,
probably what that look
Anton?
like.
No, I'm cool.
We talked at the same time, like milliseconds
You
apart.
definitely cut him off.
Why you talking? Why you talking? Go be late
Mary,
or something. Go.
you say, is this thing on? Speaking.
Anton been talking all night. It's my turn, nigga. Just play.
Silly.
Yeah. Well, when I say cheating, I say cheating financially.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that mean?
Cheating financially.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating financially is just basically doing something you're not supposed to do with the money.
Oh.
Something egregious. It's got to be something egregious. Not like, oh man, you over shopping or something. But I know people that got gambling habits, women that got gambling habits, and they hide it from.
Hell no. No,
I know women that have gambling habits and they hide it from their husbands.
I do.
that's absolutely.
I know women, for example, because you got to remember, I've coached a lot of people. I've seen women, for example,
online gambling. I'm telling you.
overspend, and then they start running up a bunch of credit card bills in which they're trying to manage the payments on them bitches, but they're not taking in enough money to really make a dent in it. So they just hiding the payments, and it kind of, you know what I'm saying? And he don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Player 2.
I've seen a lot of people do a lot of dumb shit with money. So when I say financial infidelity, it get egregious.
I've seen some stuff. I've seen some $100 bags get on the payment plan before.
Women good for that Klarna and that Afterpay.